much more brutal, much more dogged, at times more uncouth than the other championships. I think the teams up in Ulster are prepared to go the extra mile all the time. It is win at all costs. I'm not suggesting that the other provinces don't have the same approach, but they are desperate to win up here. And I think, that's what eventually gave us our victory, was we were desperate to win as well.
Fairly impressive start and then a disaster.
And you couldn't ask for a worse second 5 minutes, to be honest, because we were just conscious of getting a good start in the game, not being out of it after 10 or 15 minutes because Fermanagh had hit the championship pace early because of the game that they would have had under their belt. So we didn't want to be behind. We played great football in the first 5 minutes, got some great scores, looked like we were going to romp home in the first half, and then the goal came. And I think if you want to pick the turning point in the half, that was actually a turning point for us because we didn't let it affect us, and it showed that we were here for the day. We were here and willing to battle no matter what happened.
What you say to them half time?
I think it's important to stay as objective as possible and stick to the game plan, and we re-emphasised that. We made one or two adjustments, and we pointed out one or two things that we needed to be mindful of as the game was unfolding, and patterns that were unfolding with Fermanagh. But more than anything else, we asked them to stick to what they were doing because it was good enough in the first half and it was going to be good enough in the second half. It was whether we were going to be mentally able to carry that to another half.
Great defensive performance by Cavan today, Tom.
Yeah, absolutely. After watching Fermanagh the last day, we said that tackling and counter-attacking was really the keys to winning the game. I thought we tackled exceptionally well. I thought we were punished a little bit for good tackling at times as well, and I'm sure Fermanagh probably felt the same. But that's really where a lot of the game is at now, is how well you defend and how well you counter-attack.
You must have been also satisfied, not alone did they defend well, but they didn't give away that many frees. They were able to turn the ball over and get it back down the field, and I was talking to Johnny Johnston there and they were saying as forwards they were delighted to see it coming back down.
Yeah, and I think, no more than any team, we put a huge amount of work of turning the ball over and then not giving it back again. I think that's the big thing. But the amount of guys who got back and tackled forwards included, and might be a little bit of a change for Cavan because they had, I suppose in terms, had not bought into the Tyrone, Armagh work rate thing, and that's something that we impressed upon them over the last 2 or 3 months. But again, there's not much point in us doing that unless they're willing to buy into it, and they certainly were today.